Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wicked Funny Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Bowden. With me, as always, Frank Kazero.
Hello.
And Katie Arroyo.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Katie went to Austin, Texas for all the Thanksgiving stuff, and we put it off so I could just talk about me. But now
I don't have really. I have no stories about it. The only thing that Josh actually goes, I said something and Josh goes, you need to write that down so you can tell them on the podcast. And we were eating lunch or something and I was talking about, I don't know, like people being nice in Austin or something, or food or something. And I go, yeah, I was like, I just really like how they do this here, you know, like in America, people just like walk behind you. And Josh goes, what? I was like, oh yeah.
Oh boy.
In America, they walk
I put
behind
Austin, Texas as its own country. That's how different it was.
I guess when you put Austin, Texas in Texas, it kind of is its own.
Well, that too, yeah.
It's like the land of open micers now. But
yeah, it is.
It really is. If anybody wants to hit up an open mic, go to Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you go to any of the cool barbecue places?
We did. We went to one. So when we went there, Josh found out that he knows like 25 people that live in Austin, but he's such like a doofus.
I saw that.
Yeah, he kept recognizing, like remembering that he knew someone every day that passed. Like he'd be like, "Oh my god, my friend Nate lives here. Oh my god, my friend Dom lives here." And I was like by the time it got to the last day, we had to meet 2 people at breakfast for 9 and then another 2 people at lunch at noon.
Oh, that's
like
so
I was
much.
I was like, this feels like an Italian Christmas where you just keep going from people to people and you have to eat.
And I thought it was a trip for Josh. Like
it is.
It was it? Is that why you went down there?
I mean, it's his family that we went to visit.
Oh, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I weaseled my way onto one show, but other than that, we did pretty much what Josh wanted to do. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
In Austin, Texas.
In Austin, Texas. But I was like ready to move there.
Why?
It's supposed to be very cool.
All the comedians?
There was tons of shows down there. And then like the one I did on Friday was totally sold out. And in this cute little theater in downtown Austin. And the city itself is like really beautiful. And it's a bunch of bungalows, which I love those types of houses.
I like me a nice bungalow.
I love a bungalow, you know?
I don't know if I know what makes something a bungalow.
If it's cute, you know?
Yeah, like a little, like a small little place. Like a bungalow.
Like a craftsman home.
Picture it like a gazebo. Think of a gazebo, but on a beach. That's a bungalow.
I was thinking like picture like houses from the 20s or 40s.
These houses look a bit larger than that.
Well, they do make large bungalows, but historically they're like small.
Okay.
It's part of their thing, you know?
All right.
Have you ever stayed in a bungalow, Katie?
I mean, I lived in a bungalow.
Yeah?
Well, I guess I lived in a craftsman home. I don't know if that qualifies.
How many people live there with you? Is this during
Just
one of your weird phases?
No. What weird phase would I have that would
involve
I can 100% see you going, well, all right, well, there was this one time I was with a traveling puppet show, and we stayed in a bungalow.
They were strangers. I didn't know them. I jumped in their car.
I would do that. The only stranger thing I did was I did CouchSurfing. Do you know what that is?
Tell us what that is.
Where you
try to balance on a couch on a recliner.
People open their homes to you for free.
See? Do you see?
Like strangers?
Yeah.
How do you even get set up with that?
It's a whole website and you sign up just like you. It's almost like you'd sign up like it's a cross between like a dating app and Airbnb. So you say like where you want to go and then you see the people that have opened their home and then you message to like see if you think it would be a good idea if you go stay there and then you do it.
That sounds like the worst thing I've ever heard anybody do.
Well, and then like people review each other. So
yeah, but there's a website, Frank, so it's cool.
Yeah, it's all tracked.
It's all tracked through a website.
People, I would never let a stranger into my house for any reason.
No, you don't have to. Katie's the stranger coming in.
I go. Yeah, I'm getting in that house. You know what I mean?
That's a nightmare to me.
Yeah,
was
that sounds
cool.
so much. It's cool. What did you do? Where were you
I went
going?
to this guy's house in Vermont,
This
and
guy's house in
he
Vermont.
he had lived in California, and I think he had, like, a mental breakdown or something, and then he moved to Vermont,
He had a
and
really big gun collection.
he hand-built this house. He just, like, built this weird-looking little house. It was cool, in this land in Vermont, and I went and stayed there. And he, like, made me dinner the first night, and then, um
Why
Frank's
did you
face
do
right
that?
now, 'cause I was doing this thing where I was going on a solo trip every month.
She went by herself.
Yeah,
Why though?
This
just
is
do it.
horrific. Just do it, Frank. Just do it.
It was just to do it.
I don't want to stay at people's houses that I know.
How old were you?
33?
You were well into your adulthood? I thought you were going to be like 22.
No, I just thought it'd be cool.
You thought it'd be cool.
So
Just go sleep with
I
in
had
random
gotten
people's houses.
divorced. No, I stayed so this house that I stayed at where my bed was in a different building, but then when I had to go to the bathroom, I had to go into the main house. So and it was cold because it was winter in Vermont. So I'd have to like put boots on and like sneak into the house and go to the bathroom, but there were like no locks or anything. Yeah.
You know when I said I almost said Katie goes sleeps with strangers instead of saying sleeps in strangers' houses.
Yeah.
But sleeps with strangers is almost more accepting and less dangerous.
Than this?
Yeah,
I know,
it
isn't
kind
that
of is.
crazy? Yeah.
Hooking up at a bar is a lot less dangerous.
I don't know. He
Then
was
the
just a nice
winter
little
in
guy.
Vermont,
Yeah.
probably the
With
middle of
with
nowhere.
this
I will
guy.
say,
With
I
this
did
one guy.
I think the guy so he was like this older he looked like ambiguous ethnicity and
What is an ambiguous ethnicity?
like he might have been Asian, but I'm not sure. Like we both looked like a couple of almost Asians, you know what I mean?
Okay. In
And
Vermont?
in Vermont. And the wacky part was he was very like fabulous. Like everything he had was fabulous. Like he got totally dressed up and he had this ridiculous vehicle for living in Vermont. Like it was I can't remember if it was a Porsche, like a sports car though, that absolutely would not handle itself. And he was like, "Yeah, I bought that when I lived in California." And he told me he was just like, "I was consumed with the money life and da 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 da." And he just like left it all and built this house in Vermont. But so then he was like, "I want to take you to my favorite restaurant in Vermont." And I was like, "Okay, yeah." So like the first night he made me food, and then the second night I went into
When
the
did he give
town.
you the sleepy drink, Katie? When did he give you the sleepy elixir?
So then the second the like the restaurant that he wanted, he was like, "I want to take you to my favorite restaurant." And I was like, "Okay, fine." And then he was like, "It's on the college campus of like this small college that was nearby." And I was like, "Okay, cool, whatever, I'll do whatever." And we drove there. His favorite restaurant was like the cafe inside this college, and like we ate like tater tots, and he was like, "I like it because it's very affordable," and it was like not good, you know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
was
it's
like,
college
"Oh
food.
yeah." I'm like, we're passing all these like farm to table restaurants and this and that, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna eat like a shitty cheeseburger and tater tots," and everything else about him was like so fabulous, but I was like, I guess he just like um ran out of money or whatever, because he was like, "I really like how affordable this is," and I wanted to be like, "You should sell the Porsche and then you can eat different dinners."
How long were you with him?
Like 3 days.
Yeah.
And then you just went home?
Yeah.
Is it customary for these people that open your homes to you to take you out on dates, or is that a
No,
bonus?
they do. I mean, the people that do it are doing it because they want to travel and they want to make connections with people. So it is customary. Like if you opened your home to people to come stay, it's not like
I would have to take them
expected.
off of clam cakes and chowder.
Well, a lot of times they'll like make you dinner. So they'll be like, "Oh, they made dinner for us. They had a list of like places we should go visit." And if they're like if you guys are like connecting or you're vibing or whatever, they'll take you out with them.
So how
To
many?
go do stuff.
So how many people do you think this guy hooked up with?
No, I don't think. I think he was gay. Like
Okay.
we didn't have. It was like a weird interaction where I was just like, he just feels like closed off, and I think it is weird too. To like, I think most of his socializing came from this couch surfing, and so everyone, like a lot of women had reported him as like really great hosts. Like a lot of women were just like, I love talking to him. He was so sweet. Da 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 da. And we were like not connecting. Like I was just like, I feel like he's closed off. And then the last day we were watching, he had Project Runway on, and I started like, I was like, oh my god, I love this show. Da da da. And he was like, girl, me too. And then I was like, oh, now like you're being open. This is good. But then I had to drive home.
I gotta make another trip.
Did you do this with other people?
Like, yeah, he had like hundreds of reviews.
No, did you?
Who else did you go see? Yeah.
Where else? He was the only
where else did the tide take you, Katie?
Well, the first trip I went by myself. I went hiking in New Hampshire, so I just stayed in a hut by myself.
If there's something they say about outdoorsy wilderness stuff, it's important, especially if you don't do it all the time and you're not like a professional, to go alone.
That's Bear Grylls always says
that's a big part of it. Yeah, Bear Grylls says
Grylls, lessons of
Les Stroud, Spider-Man says that. All those guys.
Dual
you want to go
survival.
alone?
That was big on dual survival.
This was an easy trail, and like the only challenging part was that it was winter, so I did lose the trail a little bit, but
yep. You want to go in the worst possible conditions alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
So where else did you go? All right, so you did
I went to New Hampshire,
Vermont with the gay, questionably gay guy. Where else?
And then I think the third one, I think I went to the beach, and then I just stopped. I got busy doing other stuff, and I just didn't finish my little thing. I was gonna do a year's worth of solo trips.
That would be fun, like when it's not freezing.
9 days.
Well, you got to do it the whole year, you know?
You got to go to warmer places. You should have started in Florida.
I should have. I did actually. I looked on the CouchSurfing website for people that lived in Key West, and there weren't a lot of them, I remember. And I like reached out to a couple, and they didn't get back to me.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
No, that's horrific. That's terrible.
It's not a good thing to do. No one listening should do this.
No, the website is full of like good reviews and people that are having a good time and just meeting
but
people.
You don't see the bad ones because those people are dead.
Yeah, but you can die like any other. You can die in a lot of situations.
Yeah, but you don't increase the odds.
You don't. That's not a knob you want to crank to 11 necessarily.
Yeah.
It's not like I went to like
Yeah, like if you go bungee jumping, that's increasing the odds of death.
Yeah.
Right? No matter how safe it is.
See, I wouldn't go bungee jumping.
No, I'd just go stay on strangers' couches.
Yeah. I'm connecting.
Katie, I'd feel better about you jumping off a fucking bridge.
Yeah, honestly. I wouldn't be able to sleep in a stranger's house.
What would you rather see Katie do? Go bungee jumping or skydiving, Frank? What do you think, Katie,
I think it would be more fun to watch the skydiving.
Yeah, 100%.
But it would be more, I'd be more anxious.
I'd be more anxious with the bungee. Isn't that funny?
Really?
Yeah, because I just feel like there's so much bouncing. Like you have stomach drop, terrible feeling back up, stomach drop, terrible feeling back up, not as high, stomach drop. Whereas sky jumping.
Sky jumping. What is sky jumping? Yep. Sky jumping is.
Yeah, I was being a little worry hog again. So when you're skydiving, it's just like a lot of people said they don't even feel their stomach drop, but I feel like those are people that have told me that those are people trying to get me to do it with them. You know what I mean?
I feel like bungee jumping, it's more likely that it's like some dude bought like a company and just kind of set it up willy-nilly.
Yes. I don't trust that guy.
Yeah, no, I would much rather go skydiving. But the thing is, when you go skydiving, you got to have somebody on your back. Like
that's fine. I think
like a mating
I
frog.
would hope to God I had someone on my back.
Me too.
I don't want that. I want to be free.
You think you're gonna fall through the sky the first time? You're gonna be able to be like, all right, I got this. I'm gonna get my brain together and stay composed and pull this
You
string.
trust yourself to behave.
That's why they call it what is fight or flight, right?
I could see myself flailing,
Yeah,
like with my arms trying to grab the thing.
And what if you didn't have fight? What if you had flight and you were like, I'm trying to get out of this situation, and you didn't do shit? You just fucking fell to the ground.
I would aim for a tree. That's what they tell you to do. Aim for a tree.
Did you see the guy from 2-3 years ago who the first guy to skydive without a parachute?
And he fell into the net.
From like way up high. He had a wingsuit and he fell into like a giant net. And he almost missed the net. He fell onto the edge, the side of the net.
Fall onto the edge. I remember that.
But he landed, and it was very impressive.
That was one of those Red Bull things.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which is crazy.
Oh, those like
the
flying
Red Bull give you
suits?
wings, but this guy's falling from the sky. You know.
Yeah, the first guy to do it.
No. All right.
That was dumb.
What was dumb?
So you guys wouldn't.
What was dumb?
Jumping in that dumb suit.
Yeah, I'm not into any like extreme fun like that. I'm not jumping out of anything. I don't want to go in like a race car or whatever, you know? I don't want to do that stuff.
I want to do the race car. I want to do the race car thing. I want to set that up. There's one in New Hampshire.
We could set that up.
Do it. I want to fucking drive a fucking race car and go zoom.
Can you do that in Seekonk?
I want to be driven. I don't want to drive it.
They got one in Seekonk, but I want to be on the NASCAR track. I want to be on the same track that Joey Logano was on.
You could probably do that, but it's probably a little more money.
That's fine. That's fine. I want to do it. I'll even wear the fucking big giant suit.
Supposedly, some of them will like give you like a class. And they'll take you around, and like they might let you go.
That's what they're doing. That's what it is.
I don't trust myself to drive a 200-mile-an-hour car. No.
Yeah, I don't want to drive it though. I want someone to drive me.
They do that too, but
they would do that.
You guys don't want to drive a car fast?
No. I want someone else to drive it. I don't even want to worry about it.
Really? Yeah. That would stress me out more.
I don't like driving regularly.
No, that's like saying I want to fly the plane. I don't want the pilot.
Exactly.
Like
I would love that.
When you're driving at that speed, I don't think it's anything at all like normal driving.
No, your reaction, the time you have to react.
We can drive, but we have no idea how to do that.
No.
You know?
No.
Nah, it's got to be the same sort of.
No, I'd fucking drive
I don't believe it.
There's a wheel and a pedal and a brake.
No.
And
have you ever taken a left at 100 miles an hour? 150 miles an hour?
I will.
I don't think so.
Though, if you took flying
lessons, Joey Bogano is what you'll be yelling.
If you started taking flying lessons for like a private pilot's license, you legit would fly the plane.
And then I could skydive without a
like the first lesson. You would probably steer the plane on like the first lesson.
Really? They let you do that?
Yeah. I did a few in high school.
Like when you're a kid and your dad let you hold the wheel while you're driving down
except it's an airplane. Yeah, I did 4 or 5 or 6. I don't know how many flying lessons in high school. It was really fun.
Did you ever do a loop-de-loop?
No, it's a tiny little single engine, not fancy acrobatics plane.
You should have done a loop-de-loop. I would have went in for the loop-de-loop.
We did stall the engine once, which was very fun.
That would freak me out too.
It's a thing you got to learn how to do. Like certain planes, you can only climb so vertically. So like if you're in a little plane, you can't just pull the thing and go straight up, you know? So the idea was he's like, you got to learn how to deal with the stall. So we're going to stall it. So like he was basically like, we're going to pull up. So we're climbing. We're not like straight up or anything, but it's just too much for this little plane. Mm-hmm. And then an alarm goes off and then the propeller stops going. And then he's like, all right, now we do this. And then it just keeps going and you fly away. It was actually pretty neat.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
That was like part of the lesson. Like you had to learn how to do that.
Yeah. Oh, you know, there was an experiment where they would take pilots and do that. They would stall out the engine, and all these pilots would fail this particular task. And the one guy that didn't fail, the one guy that passed, is the guy that didn't do anything in the plane.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you mean didn't do anything?
Everybody else was hitting buttons and freaking out, and
he just let it glide for a minute.
This guy just let it glide, and
yeah. If it's a stall thing, that's kind of what we did. He's like, you just kind of let it go, and then it'll pick itself back up, and you just hit the thing and you pull it. It's fine.
I read that in a book. About the Buddhism.
Yeah.
the Buddhism book. I forgot the name of it, but that was the story in the book.
It's a good story.
It was about how sometimes when life's coming at you and you want to do something, it's just best to do nothing at all. And
just wait.
And just wait it out.
Glide.
And glide it out. That's right.
Yeah.
Glide.
Just glide.
Yeah. Fuck.
Just a little glide.
Yeah. I've been trying to casually throw in these best friend questions as we do this.
Oh.
And I had a really good one with the bungalow, but too much time has passed since then.
Yeah.
And then we started talking about the bungee jumping and the parachuting. So my question to you guys is, how many pillows do you sleep with, huh?
To be maximum comfortable, I could use 5.
5. Where do you put them?
Okay, so
are you a between the legs pillow person?
Yeah, between the legs. So if I get a boyfriend pillow, like one of those long ones, that takes away one pillow. So I could use a boyfriend pillow
to put my
arm around, and then in between my knees for a hip support. And then I like to have a pillow behind my back if it's possible to lean back. And then lately I've needed 2 under my head, but they're a little bit thin.
Katie makes herself a cocoon.
Yeah, I do. It's great.
She makes herself a little fort.
But I can't do that because Josh is there. So right now I'm using 3 pillows.
Oh,
so it's not my best sleep, I'm
a 5 pillow guy myself.
5? What do you do with 5?
I put 2. I stack 2 right next to each other. So you got 4 together. So you got 1, 1, 1, 1. And my head goes in the middle of it.
I don't know what you're saying.
No, that's a nice feeling. I do like that. Feeling. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
You're sleeping in a pillow crack?
Yeah, you put your head in the pillow crack.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and it kind of goes, it just kind of sinks right in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, really.
And then where's the 5th pillow?
The 5th pillow is it would be a girlfriend pillow, I guess.
Okay.
It would be a girlfriend pillow.
So if somebody else is sleeping in your bed, then they try to put their head on those 2 pillows. That really fucks you up, huh?
Yeah, the good thing that doesn't happen at all. So we don't have to worry about that situation for a long time. I gotta have a sleep apnea talk before that happens. And that's a stress on a whole new level.
Thing.
That's a whole new level. That's a whole new thing. I don't know how to do it, and it's a fucking. It's not an embarrassing thing anymore. I'm more open to it now than I was before, but I hate bringing up the fact that I gotta wear a fucking mask to sleep, or else I stop breathing.
Do you think that what if you met somebody else that has a PAP machine? Or wait, is it a PAP machine? What is it? CPAP or PAP?
It's a CPAP.
Okay. What if you started dating someone and then you liked them, but you were embarrassed to have them sleep over, and then you were like, I have this terrible secret to tell you, and then they were like, wait, I have one too, and you guys both had your PAP machines.
Oh, you know what we can do before we go to sleep? We can twist the tubes together. So it's we're kissing all night. We can twist the tubes. I don't know what to do. How am I supposed to tell somebody hey, I gotta sleep with a mask? I don't want to do it. I already have all this stress when it comes to dating as it is.
I know that people do it though. There's tons of dudes. I don't know any women that sleep with a PAP machine that I can think of. There's probably 2 maybe, but I know tons of dudes that sleep with them. They just don't even care.
Yeah, it has more to do with the shape of your skull than it does anything else, doesn't it? Because I know people who are in great shape and they.
No, it's my tongue. I got a big tongue and I swallow it when I sleep.
Yeah, but I think that has to do with your jaw in relation to your head. Or something like that.
The doctor said, Dr. Matarese, greatest doctor in the world. He says he always has great things to say about me. He's great. I come in and he knows how long I'm sleeping. He knows how many apneas I've had. He always says you're doing a great job. This time he's like, oh, you lost a bunch of weight. He was fucking phenomenal. Love Dr. Matarese.
You know what? Josh saw your picture recently, and he was like, wow, Brian's lost a lot of weight. He's looking good. And he never notices anything.
Tell him I said thank you very much. Tell him I said thank you. Tell him I said thank you.
I will.
Thank you guys for noticing.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was saying, but I get stressed out with the sleep apnea machine. I feel like that's like another step. Like talking to somebody is a step, and then actually going out is a step, and then the sleep apnea.
Do you mean like having a conversation?
No, I feel like it's a step. I feel like it's more of a step. I feel the more you open up.
What do you feel like it's like? What's it like, Brian?
Having a conversation, is that a step? Like just a conversation?
Well, depending on the magnitude of the conversation, yes, I believe it would be.
What the hell are you talking about with the steps?
Yeah, like what do you mean?
What are you talking about?
So, I'm talking about like, all right, so when you start to talk to somebody, that's like a step, right?
So like in a relationship, initiating, you're saying like in the arc of a whole relationship.
In the arc of a whole thing.
Initiating a conversation just to begin with, that counts as a step in a relationship. And
that is a very big step. Yeah. That's a step. That's a step. Initiating the conversation is a step.
In your mind, is a CPAP conversation before or after you have sex?
Yeah, like where's that it fall into the step?
That's after.
Okay, so that's a bigger step than putting your penis inside her.
Yes, that's 100%. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
1,000%.
And there's no chance while you're dealing with your penis and stuff, she might not notice the CPAP machine?
Exactly.
There are times when I hide it. I hide it at times when I'm not ready.
I feel like hiding it would make the conversation worse later.
Way weirder. Like what like what when you hide it and then you like announce it later, are you like, just stay here, like you blindfold her and you're like, just hang on.
Oh, I can't do that.
Have I got a surprise for you?
Like, I'd like you to meet my friend Pappy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking nuts. No way. No.
And then you like, when you hide it though, like, do you act like, oh, I always store it in this closet, that's why you haven't seen it? Like,
of course I do.
Fucking weirder.
It's on the nightstand next to the bed.
But if you're hiding it,
I just put it in the drawer, and then when you
pull it out later. What if you have an accidental sleepover? Are you like, oh fuck?
Yeah, no, I'll sneak it in that drawer. Like, what do you mean an accidental? There's never an accidental sleepover.
Like, what if someone comes over and then all of a sudden it's late and they're like spending the night?
Yeah, no, that doesn't. Nope, we don't. That doesn't fly.
Would you just be like, you have to leave? I need to put my CPAP on.
You gotta leave. Nope. If there's a chance of that happening, I hide the machine.
Wow.
I think 99% of the time people wouldn't think it's a big deal at all.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever been like, oh my heavens?
No. I mean, there's only been one.
That said that?
That actually responded badly?
No, there's only been one that I've ever told.
What?
Yeah, there's only been one that I've ever told.
Wow. I don't think anyone would care.
Yeah, like what are you imagining people are going to say?
I don't know. This is one of those things where this could be completely in my head, and judging by your reactions, it is.
Like before you announce the CPAP machine, someone already has to get through the part where you're high 24 hours a day. Like
you've already seen each other naked. You've already touched each other's like bits and stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
They've seen the Grateful Dead bathroom. Like, you think the CPAP machine is the deal breaker?
What Katie's saying is there's so many other things you should be self-conscious about.
No. The other things I'm great with. The other things I have control of. I don't have control of the CPAP. I have control of how my bathroom looks, and that I have a picture of Ace Ventura coming out of a rhino's ass hanging over my fucking couch, or that I have Jeff Daniels taking a shit from Dumb and Dumber above my toilet. That's all fine. That's all gravy, baby. I'm good with that. If you can get through that, you can get through this. The sleep app thing is like a whole. That's like a whole other thing for me that I got to deal with.
I don't know, man. I don't think anyone would care. Like, I do weird shit to go to sleep, and I don't ever remember being self-conscious about it.
You're married to her. She's fucking like, she's in, you know?
But I feel like Frank's whole thing about dating even before Kirsten, I feel like it was probably just like, this is who I am, and then I'm gonna be that person, and I'm gonna find someone that likes that person.
And you know, that's who I'm learning to be.
It took me a long time to get to that point, though.
And it's taking me a long time to get to that
I used to be like hyper anxious, really needy, super insecure. Like, I would drive women away because I was too
You had
intense.
an anxious attachment style.
Yeah, well, I was just like, "Are you okay? Is everything good? What do you want to do?" Like, it was a lot of that sort of stuff.
I gotta not do that. I gotta not care.
Well, you want to care. You just don't want to act like a psychopath.
Like your life depends on it.
Yeah.
No, it's so bad. That's tough for me.
I would do what is it? Anxious, and what's the other kind? There's 2 attachment styles.
Codependent?
No. It was anxious.
Velcro.
Yeah, close.
It's Velcro. Yeah, I like Velcro. Very handy.
I'm a big fan.
I'm a fan of Velcro.
Oh, avoidant. I used to have an avoidant attachment style.
What does that even mean? That sounds like the opposite.
I think has that too. Brian has anxious avoidant, I think.
What is anxious avoidant? What is that?
You fluctuate between being totally anxious about the person and insecure about the attachment that you have together. So you respond by doing the avoidant thing where you act like you don't care about them and you push people away.
Yeah, but I don't act like I don't care about them.
So maybe you're just anxious, you know?
Yeah, I'm just regular old anxious Brian on the dating scene.
Yeah.
You should just put it in your dating profiles. Like, I got a CPAP machine. Deal with it.
I got a CPAP machine.
You should post that picture in your dating.
Your profile should be the CPAP machine.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
CPAP machine.
Yeah.
No, then I definitely won't get any matches then.
You never know.
Definite.
Be like, this is how I roll.
Yeah.
CPAP.
I mean, if are you getting any matches? We haven't asked you in so long.
I haven't gotten any matches. At all.
Yeah. So listeners, I'm torn right now because we did just record another hour of an episode. That was the regular episode, but I like this episode better.
So Katie took the time to text us during this episode to say, hey, and let's make this the real episode. And we're going to make the other episode the Patreon episode. And because Katie, producer, decided to wear a fucking hat today, that's what we're doing. So welcome to this episode. Shout out to Kurt Harrell.
Yeah, this is interesting. I feel like we have to, we're just going to talk about it on both episodes just in case, you know. But Brian, we haven't caught up with you in a month, I would say, on your dating.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, it's been a while. And what would you like to know?
I don't know. Like, go ahead.
I have a general question.
Go ahead.
So you always complain about how you don't get matches, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So on something like Tinder, if you swipe no on somebody, is there a certain period of time after which that resets and you might see them again?
Yes.
Or is it permanent?
Yes, I have swiped multiple people. Yes.
Like they'll come back?
The same people, yeah.
So if you say no to them, if you swipe whatever, I don't like you.
Yeah, so if you say no, they'll pop up. Yeah,
they'll pop back up.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was going to say it would make sense if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, there's this lady Ashley that has not matched me for months and months and months.
Meaning, like, you say yes and then you see her again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and you say yes again.
Then I'll say yes again.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. No, haven't had. I mean, the last time we talked about swipes, I was at 2,500, and that was 3 weeks ago, and we did the Jamie Lee interview.
Yeah.
I haven't had any matches since then. And I go on all the time. It's not like I'm not on it.
Yeah. Maybe you should add the CPAP.
Do you think I should add the CPAP? Should I add that to the profile?
Yeah.
Or just, a picture of it? And it should
maybe holding it like it's a dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Holding it like a dog.
Love my pappy. Very close with my pappy.
Big
and if they're like, is that your CPAP machine? You just go, its name is Pappy.
Yeah, its name is Pappy, and he's a friend.
Yeah.
He's a friend. Sometimes I hide him, but he's out now.
Yeah, he's out. I own it now. I own it.
Yeah. Be loud and proud.
It's a big step. Big step.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know what we can do to get you matches.
I do have a date coming up.
You have a date?
I do.
How did that happen?
There's this chick on my Facebook, and she's always posting about football, and I always comment with my smart ass answers, and then we just started talking about football, and it just started out with football, and now we just chatted on and off, and we're going out for shrimps soon.
Wow.
Okay, hold on a minute. This sounds a lot like all your other plans before, where they weren't real plans and you never locked down a date or anything.
No, this is it. It's happening. This is like a lockdown fucking thing.
When are you doing it?
Friday.
Wow, weekend.
Cool. Where are you gonna go?
I don't know.
Are you gonna choose
you should go to the place that.
Well, that's the thing. Now I gotta overthink and plan this shit out.
There's a restaurant Kirsten and I have ordered from, a seafood place, and they do really good like Southern style like shellfish stuff.
But
we'll have to get the name
shrimp?
too.
Yes, and they're and it's pretty good, and they huge amounts. It's really nice.
Why are you guys getting shrimp?
I don't want huge amounts.
I'm sure you can order different sizes.
All right.
When you go on a date, do you eat till you're full, or do you only eat a little?
It all depends on the date and the person. I think that all depends. If I'm trying to class it up, I'll try to minimize my intake. If not, that is gonna go full grunt.
I have never once done that.
Never done once what?
I've never once been like, I'm not going to finish because it's a date. I don't want to eat too much. Because I'm like, I'm in a fucking restaurant. I'm going to eat what I order.
Yeah. But you ever go to a place that has like if you go to Martucci's in Cranston, Rhode Island, which is a great Italian restaurant.
I don't even know what that is.
They're fucking serving. They'll give you a pound of pasta.
Well, I'm not going to eat like until I'm sick. I'll eat till I'm full.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to be like, I'm still hungry. And
Katie,
I'm going to stop sooner.
Asking? What were you asking?
I was wondering, like, would you eat till you get full, or would you be like, we might have sex later, so I have to not be full?
That's the thing. I'd overdo it. I would overdo it. I know I would.
I might be selective about what I order. I get self-conscious eating salads sometimes.
Because you feel like it's stuck in your teeth or something?
That, and also sometimes a salad, it's easy to get a bite of salad that ends up getting a little I feel like it's a mess sometimes. Yeah. Like a piece of lettuce might be too big and you try to get in your mouth and that looks gross.
Yeah, and sometimes you got you put it in, but the lettuce hits your lip and it has to fold inside your face.
Yeah.
Foods that you got to get the Slurpees
Yeah,
with.
and if you have ranch, it looks like somebody bukkakied you in the middle of fucking lunch.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, it's all over the place. I don't know how Frankie eats a salad, but that's how I do it.
Yeah. There's only one way.
If I eat a chicken Caesar, it looks like I was in a gangbang.
What a mess.
It's even in your eyes.
Oh, what did Brian do on his lunch break? Oh, he was in a gangbang.
What didn't he do?
Or he ate a Caesar salad.
Who didn't he do,
Who didn't he do?
He's so busy.
So yeah, I got a plan, and I'm I'm probably gonna go all grandioso and figure out a
night.
Too big. Yeah,
I don't go too big.
I'm not gonna go too big. I'm gonna be normal. This is my chance to use all the normal stuff that I've been working on.
Don't be yourself, okay? Just be normal.
Okay, thank you, Katie. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Just be normal.
Don't be myself. Okay? Be normal. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down.
I think You guys, we're producing this episode as we record it. So I think just in case we release
what does that mean?
It means I'm going to explain it.
Real quick. I planned my urination for a 30-minute episode.
Do you have to go pee again?
And I have to go so badly. I can't think straight.
Right now?
So look, all I've been doing since I've been sober is drinking seltzer all day long.
Are you dying?
So I'm right now. I gotta pee pretty bad.
Okay, go pee. Go pee.
Just go.
Okay, so while Frank goes to the bathroom,
hole in the
he looks so great now,
he
though.
He does look great, but he looks like a fucking homeless person. Wait till he
he looks like a great homeless person.
Like a great homeless person.
Okay. While Frank's in the bathroom,
like the old lady from Home Alone 2. That was a great homeless person.
Yes, she had a lot of life, a lot of gusto.
She did. Will Smith in that fucking
Happiness.
Yes.
Oh.
I was thinking about Resurrection. No, that was Samuel Jackson.
It's like not even the same.
Yeah.
Did you already pee? We have
what
to
the
ask
hell?
Okay, wait.
Whoa.
Did you pee?
What just happened, Frank?
I peed.
Did you shoot it out from across the bathroom?
No,
you barely went in the bathroom.
If the wall behind me wasn't there, I could stand on this chair and probably pee into the toilet.
Wow.
All right, but the wall is there, and you still peed in a record amount of time.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Wild.
I pee. I gotta go real bad, but it's not usually like a huge amount. It's like it's like a moderate amount.
In and out, dude. You peed longer than I.
Yeah.
Like I dribble longer than you pee.
Do you think you have a UTI? Is it burning?
No, it's been like this my whole life.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
Hook and Reel is the name of that restaurant.
Wow.
Okay.
Hook and Reel. Frank, who's the greatest homeless person you know?
Like character or real life?
Like who's a great homeless person?
Like in a movie?
Yeah. I know what he's gonna say. Go ahead.
A homeless person.
A homeless person.
Can you think of one?
Because we said you looked homeless because you got that big
healthy
rip in
homeless.
your shirt.
Yeah. I've had this for like 10 or 15 years. It's my lucky sweatshirt.
I have a gross sweatshirt on too today.
I can't think of any homeless
people.
I can't think of any homeless people, like from TV shows.
Brian would blend right into a house. Balling. You look like you belong in a house that has a full wall of mirrors. Like
absolutely.
The ceiling. Sure. They're on the ceiling.
There's black toilet, black bathroom fixtures.
Oh my god, I would love that. I would love a black toilet. That would make me fucking.
That would look. It would never look dirty.
Blend
That'd
right
be
in.
Fucking awesome. Yeah, that would fit right in with my shit. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, a lot of people in our little neighborhood were Italian, and they were like. They acted really like cool. So like I remember going to people's houses where they'd have bathrooms that combined both of those, where there'd be like mirrored walls and black toilets, and you'd like I felt like I was peeing in the movie Casino. Like it was wild.
That's great. That's
pretty cool.
Yeah. Great. That was great.
So what I was gonna say was, because we don't know which episode we're going to release as the full episode, let's do super quick housekeeping. If you guys are already Patreon subs, you maybe have already heard this. If not, you're hearing it right now. We just want to give a quick thank you to our new Patreon subs. We've got Kurt Harrell. Thank you so much. We've got Nick DiCarlo. Thank you so much. And Nick DiCarlo actually is the Patreon sub who's going to get to choose our next movie. And he picked a great one for you guys. And Brian wrote an 8-page script, I think. Was it?
Good Lord.
Yeah.
8 pages,
It's a massive script. We were going to record it tonight, but we had to wait till Josh could be available because he has to play a number of characters in it. So we will be releasing that next week. But thank you to you two for signing up.
One of the lines right now.
Stop it. Brian's dying over. I want to record the second script right now.
Nothing makes Brian laugh more than himself. Don't read it. Don't spoil it.
Don't read it.
Don't.
Just wait.
Just wait.
So fucking stupid.
He's dying.
I peeked at it for 1 second.
Nick DiCarlo, whatever you gave us, or I guess Brian, the greatest gift of the podcast.
Himself.
Yeah. He has like never been happier than he is right now.
Every time I scroll, I stop on a funny line. It's fucking great.
I also want to give a shout out to To Dan O. I can't remember. You're losing your mind right now.
I'm sorry.
You are losing your mind.
It's so fucking funny. Because I write these things. And so what happens is I eat an edible and I start writing.
Okay.
And by the end of the script, the edible is kicked in and fucking all chaos is just set loose and everything that I write, and then I forget what I write and until the day that we record it. And we were going to record this today, so it was on my page, and god damn it. Oh, fuck yeah.
You're like dying. Like you're dying right now. Like you didn't already tell me multiple times over phone calls and texts that you've been dying about this.
He just keeps forgetting.
Yeah.
Just fucking
man, when you have dementia someday, if you ever do, you'll be able to just remember things you've said.
Oh god.
Every now and again.
His whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
His whole thing is gonna be that.
I hope when I have dementia and they do like the Notebook 2 where the lady reads the story.
Yeah.
Man,
but your story is just gonna be like weed jokes.
It'll be like people like reminding you of things you've said and you laughing. That's what it would be.
And then in 2022, Brian got nervous telling a lady about his sleep apnea machine. Turn the page.
What a nightmare.
That's going to be the movie.
It's going to be a horror movie.
And this is when Brian got high and wrote James and the Giant Peach.
Yeah, shout out to Nick, you know?
This is worth it. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's okay. I think the other thing we should do is we read a really funny creepy corner, and I think we should just read it here too, just in case if you are a Patreon subscriber and you've reached this point, you don't have to listen anymore. Because it's on the Patreon. All right, bud? All right.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
All right. I think we should read it one more time. Do you have it?
I'm going to it right now.
Okay. Frank is dying.
I got an itchy eyeball.
You got a lot of problems. But you guys, he has been sober since we recorded last, right?
Yep.
Pretty much?
Oh,
yeah.
God.
He hasn't had as much fun as Brian has.
Feel great. Feel great.
Okay. I have it. I have it. Okay.
And we're going to make up a name for
We're going to make up a name. Sexy.
Who are you?
Hi, Jessica. Just some 51-year-old guy. How old are you? Jessica.
And this is the next day. How can I help you?
Hi. How are you sorry to bug you? Thanks for being nice.
How exactly did you find me, and who exactly are you?
I don't know. I seen you as a friend request and just a guy who thinks you're beautiful. I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone. I know you must get hit on by random creepy guys all the time. Forgive me. Just wanted to say hello, and I know I have no shot, LOL. I'm a 51-year-old hornball guy. Sorry.
What were you looking to accomplish here? You're damn near close enough to be my father. You have absolutely no pictures or information on your page. No mutual friends that I can tell. So you just message random girls much younger than you thinking, what? Oh, this old guy who says he's horny all the time is hitting me up. Let me jump on that. I don't understand why you think it's okay to do this shit.
LOL. Sorry to bother you. I don't know. I'm just a damn pig guy. Jeez. You can relax, lady. I didn't realize you was so young. I thought you was 40. LOL. You're totally right. I'm in the wrong. My philosophy is live one day as a lion instead of 1,000 as a lamb. You're fucking hot, and I went for it, and I crashed and burned. Jeez, I can say I tried. Now you can go ahead and yell and make me feel like a loser. Old ass geezer holding his noodle dick. Smiling, laughing emoji.
It's like a monologue from a dramatic film.
It really is. Nah, I said what I needed to say. Don't contact me anymore. There's no need.
And of course, I'm not going to show my pics. Why? So you can further embarrass myself when you show your friends? Okay, you'll be a dried up granny one day. You're kind of stuck and bitchy. And I get it. Okay, bye.
These could be used as a dramatic reading for an acting class.
That one could be. Hold on.
What?
I've been waiting for this. You're totally right. I'm in the wrong. My philosophy.
Oh, come on, no.
We don't need to do that. It'll take way too long.
Instead of 1,000 as a lamb.
No.
Well, I can say I tried. Go ahead and yell. It make me feel like a loser, guys.
We want to make sure. I yelled at Brian on whatever the other episode is of this too. So.
Quite a lot.
I've literally gotten yelled at like all day. All
You're
day.
Doing great.
And I don't know what's coming out when. Thanks for listening, everybody. Were we done, Katie? I'm sorry.
We're done. Okay. Let's wrap it up. You guys, thank you so much for listening. We love you. We appreciate you. Thanks for messaging us when you like the episodes. Truly, that keeps Brian going. I think he makes up some of these screenshots just to send to us because he loves them so much. And follow us on all the social media at Wicked Funny Podcast. Shout out to our Patreon subscribers once again. And I think that's it. Have a great day. Brian is losing his fucking mind right now.
I was reading the script again.
You can't. No.
Don't read it anymore.
Just let it go.
Next week. All right. Next week. I'm exiting out.
All right.
Next week.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.